Hey everybody, Ryan McCaffrey with IGN. I am joined by Casey Coleman, Associate Producer from 2K Games. Casey, this is a familiar site. We're looking at BioShock 1.
That's right. Welcome back to Rapture.
Yeah. The reason we're doing this is because we're not on an Xbox 360, PS3, or a PC right now. I have an iPad Air in my hand, and I'm playing this game on an iPad Air. You guys are nuts.
Yeah, we like challenges.
No, but so for real, I guess, first of all, How did you get is this the whole game? Is this nerfed down at all? Is this some sort of strategy version, or how much of BioShock 1 is this?
This is the complete BioShock 1 experience brought to you on iPhone or iPad. It's from the 2K China dev team who did the Xbox Enemy Unknown port as well, so they have experience.
You mean the iPad port?
Yes.
iOS port.
So they have experience, again, bringing premium, full-scale titles down to mobile, and they knocked it out of the park again, I think, with this.
So it's, it looks great. I mean, you can see there's aliasing, sure, that's a easily forgivable thing considering we're, 7 years ago an iPad didn't exist when BioShock came out. The first iPhone came out at the same time BioShock 1 came out, and this is how far we've come. So it's the whole game. It's these virtual thumbsticks is what you told me there. You guys referred to them as, which are actually working better than I thought they would when I first heard you guys were coming in to show me this. So it's my left thumb as the left thumbstick movement, which. I noticed I can put it anywhere I want. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
so
they
in
adapt
the heat
to
of
you.
The moment.
Anywhere you place your thumb, it's going to form there, and then that I find really helpful. A lot of games where they're stationary, you end up going out of the effective area during combat. So these are some of the best thumbsticks I've played in a mobile game.
And then I'm just obviously looking around wherever I want with the right virtual thumbstick, my right thumb. So we'll move forward. Everybody remembers early part. So pick up there just near my right thumb. And we'll go swing the wrench at the... Okay. Crouch. Uncrouch. So when is this shipping? When can how close is this? Seems like a pretty near final version, but when can we get our hands on this?
This will be shipping later this summer.
Okay.
So soon.
That is pretty soon. And price-wise, how much does BioShock 1 cost for having it in my hand?
We haven't announced the price exactly yet, but we're treating it as a premium title.
Okay.
So it's one price up front. You just pay and get the full experience.
No in-game, no microtransaction stuff.
We didn't want to block anything or have it behind.
All right. So I'm going to translate. So that means $10 to $20 range is what Casey's trying to say, but can't lest his PR person shank him in the neck. All right, I'm going to pick up. No comment. That's wise. That's very wise. So it's obviously cutscene here. Now, it's handled pretty well. Although the real test will come when we get a couple splicers in a minute. That's why I'm really curious to see how this handles. Because especially some of the Big Daddy stuff later in the game. There's because that's of course the first thing you think of is controls. But is there any chance that we've seen some third-party game pads for iOS devices. Nobody seems to care about them, but a game like this that could actually make me care potentially about a gamepad. So, do you guys support any of that stuff?
Yes, we're actually supporting Bluetooth controllers that are made for iPhone compatible.
Okay.
And then we're partnered with Moga, who's going to have a controller coming out around the same time, so that it'll work great with that. And that way, console players who are used to the triggers and thumbsticks can have the same experience.
Damn. And we've got one in front of us here. I want to try it in a second, but I want to try the touch screen controls during combat first. So full game coming out later this summer. No BS on the microtransactions. $10 to $20 probably somewhere in there. There's our friend the Big Daddy. What did Ken Levine think of this? Because he probably had to sign off on it, given that it's his child.
Right. He had a hand in assuring the quality of it and that it met their standards. So definitely played it.
Did he think you guys were nuts when you first were like, "Hey, we're going to do this"?
I'm not sure his immediate reaction. I wasn't in the room.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall, whether he was like, "Really?" and then I would like to see his reaction when he played it, because I got to figure it was reasonably impressed, because I actually am. I mean, it's, I'm generally very much a console gamer myself. There are not a lot of, certainly not a lot of hardcore games like this that I play on iPad. I've tried a few first-person shooters, and none of them have quite done it for me. Whoops, might help if I aimed properly.
There you go.
All right, so let's move on. Oh, no. Boy, it still is real. The art direction in this game holds up so well. So well.
No, and that's why we're excited to bring it to mobile devices, is that it's just an immersive experience. The art direction, the
Absolutely.
look, the audio. If you pop on headphones, even if you're on the bus or on the go, you just get that level of immersion still, and you're back in rapture.
Let's move in here. All right, let's get some combat going. Uh-oh. Maybe we can see if we can get one of these splicers over in the water where we can zap them. Oh, hey, buddy. Come on. There we go. Looks like you're helping me out a little bit with some auto aim here.
Right, we
a little bit, maybe
optimized.
a little bit more than a gamepad, maybe.
Yeah, we optimized for the touch controls, but we didn't go too far. We wanted to keep kind of the punishing challenge that the original game had for the purists, myself included.
So weirdly, when there's a gamepad involved, I play inverted. But this, for some reason, I've naturally picked up this iPad, and I'm doing just fine. But I'm going to pick up, now I'm going to actually can we switch to the gamepad now? Is that synced up and ready to go? So let's fire that up. Let me see how I fare. There we go. All right, all right. Can I, by chance, invert the look here? Is that something that's supported in the?
We don't have it an option right now. I know they're still doing some tweaks before launch, or even possibly for post.
All right. I'm going to cross my fingers that that's something that's going to get added. Because so if I start looking up a lot, that's my excuse.
Okay.
I can't invert the look. So now it just literally feels like I'm playing BioShock with a gamepad. That's crazy. I mean, it's like an old friend now. And it's off an iPad Air. How is it on the iPhone? I mean, that seems like, especially with thumb. I mean, is it? Do you like it on? What do you prefer it on?
I actually end up playing it on my iPhone just for portability and ease, and I've come to prefer it that way almost, just for the size of the handheld while it's in my hands. Right. And I don't notice a hindrance for the thumbs. My thumbs are not that big though, so.
Maybe does the iPad Mini, the latest one, probably feels good on this, because maybe your thumbs are a little closer together on the slightly smaller screen?
Yeah, it's definitely a great experience on any of them, and depending on the player's preference, it might be my phone is mine just because that's the one I do it the most.
Right.
And I've gotten used to it, but anytime I pick up the iPad, even with the size difference, it's a great experience.
All right, let's. I think we should probably call it a day here. Let's just take one more look around.
The great chain.
At this pretty game. It holds up so nicely, and yeah, I mean, with a gamepad, so good. I'll switch back to. I'm going to pick up the touch screen again. There's my virtual thumbstick. Ha! There it is.
And then right here, you can get into the shooting elements, but.
Get that gun. Yeah, let's see a little bit of that before we. And I just have to tap that gun icon just above my right thumb in order to shoot. And I'm almost dead, by the way, which is going to make for a great end to this video.
Nice. Again, it still has the full game experience. Searching different corners is required for health, bullets, everything.
Happy New Year indeed. All right, I know we've got to move along here. We'll shoot something and then we'll call it a day.
If you go downstairs, back out here behind you,
Right.
there's going to be a couple of splicers waiting to jump you.
Let's do it.
Spoilers.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, it feels better than I thought it would, honestly. When it gets to some of the tougher battles, that'll be an interesting challenge.
Oh, and hit. There you go. Tap that to get your wrench charged.
Oh, and we're dead. All right. But there it is. I mean, it's the original full BioShock on iPad or iPhone.
That's
How about
correct.
Android? Any word there?
Right now, we're just focused on iOS. We don't have any current plans for Android.
All right. Well, hope we'll keep our fingers crossed on that. I know we got, half the world out there on Androids. I can't imagine you guys will leave that market behind for too long. But for now, BioShock on mostly the latest and greatest iOS toys.
Right.
For now. Might not want to try this on your old iPhone 3G.
That's true. I wouldn't recommend that.
So we're going to have more on this game. So for coming up, once we can get a full build in our hands, but we appreciate you bringing it by. Casey Coleman, Associate Producer on 2K, for more on all things BioShock, including the BioShock version of on iOS. You're already in the right place here at IGN.